Hey guys, what's up? So I'm back again, guys. But for this cooking episode, guys, we're gonna shift our focus on not just cooking a dish, but we're actually gonna cook a popular Filipino dessert. So we're gonna be creating a coconut milk pudding. What we call for in our region we call it tibok tibok, and I know some region in the Philippines they call it Maja Blanca. This one is really delicious, guys, and very simple to make. So as always, guys, we'll take you guys to the ingredients and we'll show you the process on how to cook this delicious and very simple dessert. So let's do it. All right, here's our ingredients on how to make this coconut milk pudding, guys, or the Maja Blanca. We'll start with our hardener. We're gonna need a cornstarch, and then with all our ingredients, the rest of them, we're gonna need a coconut milk, guys. This brand right here, guys. My mom showed me this one, and since then I've been using this brand, and I feel like this is like one of the best brand out you can get out in the market. And then I also like to use the cream of the Nestle Cream here. This one just kind of like elevating the the creaminess of our what do you call it, pudding. And we're gonna need a condensed milk. We're also gonna be needing a evaporated milk, and we're gonna be using a sugar to adjust like the sweetener, guys. If you guys not into like really sweet, guys, the condensed milk will do the trick. If you guys prefer that way. And then we're also gonna be using a vanilla extract just for like added flavoring. Also, guys, to make this one, the only hard, not I'm not gonna say like hard thing, but the only thing that takes up forever is creating the what we call it latte, or the toasted coconut milk curd. So for that one, guys, I'm only gonna use like the regular store brand coconut milk, since we're only gonna be using this one as a topping on our pudding. So we'll create. I'll show you guys on how to create this one for those of you guys are not familiar. But I know a lot of our viewers, they're familiar on what I'm talking in here. We'll show you guys how simple you guys can create that one, and then we'll go in the process of creating this delicious coconut pudding. All right, guys. So whenever we're creating this one, guys, I'm gonna use like two different pan here. I'm gonna also be using the wok to actually create the actual pudding. But in here, I'm gonna be creating the toasted coconut curds, or the latte, for our what do you call it, toppings. There you go. Takes me a minute. So I'm just gonna open this one. This one is really easy, guys. The way you create this one is, of course, you're gonna need the coconut milk, and then you're gonna end up like cooking the actual milk, guys, until all the water and what do you call it, and the actual coconut in there are toasted, and then it will leave like a kind of like a crusty what do you call it, curds, toasted curds in there. So yeah, this one, like what I said, guys, it takes a minute to create this one. So we'll create it now. So it might take like a minute for sure. I would say like depending on how you're gonna cook this one, but if you just kind of like cook it on a very minimal heat, guys, it's probably gonna take you guys like maybe like an hour or so. But my trick sometimes, if I'm really rushing, guys, is I like to cook it like on a high heat. But the trick there is you actually have to like keep on what do you call it, moving it with like a spatula. In that way, you're not gonna end up like burning the actual meat. I mean the actual milk in there. So you can either do it the slow way, or the fast way, which I just showed you guys how to do it. So I'm gonna be using two, guys, because that 1 to 1 to 1 ratio that I showed you guys. So we're probably gonna end up like creating. That's a lot, guys. That's a lot of Maja Blanca right there. If it's just for your, you know what I mean. If it's just like for you guys or your family, that's gonna be a lot of Maja Blanca. I'll show you guys the container that you guys gonna end up filling with that amount of ingredients that I showed you guys. So we're gonna leave that one there. We're gonna let it do its thing. Yeah, this is the container, guys, that I'm gonna show you guys. So you can end up like filling, like I would say, like we're not gonna like overflow that one, maximize this container, but we can probably end up like filling, like I would say, like three to one half to a three quarter of this what do you call it, container right here. So yeah, that's gonna be the amount of Maja Blanca you guys can create out of that the ingredients that I showed you guys. So we'll let this one do its thing, guys. So I'm gonna show you guys like every now and then on how it's like turning and all like that. But we'll shift our focus on our the actual pudding now. All right, guys. Before we start cooking, guys, I'm gonna do this one first, and that way it kind of like help me streamline the process of cooking this one. So what I'm gonna do here is with this mixing bowl right here is I'm gonna grab this carnation evaporated milk here, guys, or any evaporated. So we're gonna open this one. And then we're gonna pour it here. We're gonna use this one to dilute or break down our cornstarch, guys. This is gonna be what we're gonna be using to get the mixture out of this. So, and then the amount with this whole ingredients that this ratio, guys, is I would say like probably like a cup of this one. It's what we're gonna be needing. Just enough to kind of like harden our pudding. So that should be good. And then what I was gonna say is we're gonna mix this one slowly as well, guys. We don't want to create like what do you call it, like the kind of like a bubble looking on our on this on this mixture that we're gonna do. So we're just gonna dilute this one slowly. Yeah, don't over whisk it, guys, or I don't know how you that. And then don't use the what do you call it, the hand mixer too. Yeah, all you guys need is just a spatula or a spoon, and it will do the trick. So yeah, try not to do a lot of movement on this one. Yeah, we're gonna try to minimize all the bubbling and all like that. And then I'm mixing it right now, and then before I pour it, we're gonna mix it again, and that way we can get the what do you call it, the residue that kind of like builds up towards the bottom of this mixing bowl, because there'll be like some starch that will settle at the bottom of this bowl right here. I'm gonna keep mixing this one, guys, and then I'll be right back. Alright, guys, that should be good for now. And also, guys, later on, when we pour this one on the, like on the pot that we're gonna create later on, we're also gonna strain it, and that way we can, you know what I mean, like minimize the, some of the bulk, like a cornstarch that didn't, mix well in here. So we're gonna strain it. All right, so we're here on the stove area now, guys. So we're about to pretty much like simmered all the ingredients that we need to create this what do you call it, this pudding. So I'm gonna pour this can of coconut milk first, guys. And then watch out for this one too, guys. You guys need to keep an eye on it because it loves to burn everything easily under at the bottom of this what do you call it, this wall. So make sure that we're not gonna burn anything in there. So I'm just gonna lower the heat for now, and then we're gonna continue pouring all the rest of the ingredients. So this is the Nestle cream right here. We're just gonna pour everything here. Just trying to scoop as much as I can. And then we're gonna keep mixing it like what I said. Just don't let it sit there for a long time because we're trying to prevent it from burning whatever is down there. And then we're gonna pour our condensed milk. Should be good. Gonna mix this one too. I'm also trying to cook the coconut curd as well, guys, on this side. So I'm trying to multitask here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but make sure that we're not burning anything down there. So I'm gonna keep mixing this one. Alright guys, I'm gonna be back. I'm just gonna keep mixing. I don't want to keep you guys there for a long time. Alright guys, when you guys see the color that is all like even out, guys, that's that's your that's like telling you like, hey, like we're good. So from here, we're gonna be adding the corn, guys, the whole kernel corn. We just want to make sure like all the flavor and everything are all like even out, guys, on our mixture. So that's the corn. We can also start adding sugar here, guys. Like what I said, the condensed milk is already like sweetened up sometimes, but on my I actually like to add another maybe like 2 tablespoons full of sugar, guys, on mine. And I know some people they prepare like a lot more sweeter than that, but that should do on my what do you call it, on my pudding. So we're gonna mix this one again. And then from here we can start adding our vanilla extract, guys, just for like added flavoring. So that's our vanilla right there. And it's really up to you guys on how much you guys wanna pour in there, but mine just like enough to kind of like elevate the taste. So I'm gonna mix this one a little more, guys, and then from here we can start adding our what do you call it, the cornstarch with the evaporated milk. to kind of like harden the pudding. So I'm gonna mix it more just to make sure that we get all the ingredients all incorporated and all kind of like even out in there. So we're gonna do more mixing in here, and then we'll be back on our next step. All right, we're about to pour our what do you call it, mixture of the evaporated milk and the cornstarch, guys. So like what I said earlier, I'm gonna mix this one again because sometimes the cornstarch, they just like settle in there when you like leave it for a minute. So I'm trying to get more of the cornstarch back in the like the milk. And then like what I said, we're gonna strain it in that way we can strain some of the kind of like water that didn't really like what do you call it, got diluted in there, guys, like really well. So I'm just gonna mix this one just to make sure. I'm gonna actually put this one here for now. And then there's my strainer, so I'm gonna strain this one. Then you guys can see a little bit of the one I'm telling you guys earlier. So from here, we just need to keep on mixing this one until it, until the cornstarch get activated and start hardening our pudding. So I'm gonna keep doing this one, guys, and then I'm gonna be back when it's like hardened and all like that. Alright, guys, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm gonna lower the heat now because you guys can see that the corn flour, it's already like activated and start hardening our pudding. So we're gonna lower our heat, in that way we're not gonna end up like burning this one right here, because like what I said, it just loves to stick in there, and then you're gonna end up like burning it. So we're just gonna keep on mixing it until we find the right consistency, and then from there we can start transferring this one in our container while we're waiting for the coconut curd to cook, the toasted coconut curd. Yeah, like what I said, guys, this one is really easy. It's just like a matter of like keeping an eye on it, and a little bit of you know what I mean, like technique that you need to implement and all like that. Yeah, look at that, guys. Look how beautiful is it now. You can tell, guys, when this one is fully cooked, or you can tell like some of the kind of like the watery area, it's gonna be gone. It's all gonna be like uniform, like the one that you guys can see it right now. Like what I said, I already put it like on a very minimum heat now. Alright, and then should be good now, guys. I'm just gonna get the container, get them ready, and then we'll start transferring this one. So I got the one of our container here. So I'm just gonna pour it like this. It's more easier for me. And then while it's still hot, we're gonna try to even out the area. We're just gonna like flatten some of the area. So that's one right there. I got like another container here. you guys have to like kind of like flatten it out while it's still hot, because once it's cold, it's gonna be hard for you guys to remold it from there. So we're just gonna make sure that everything is all even out. I'm gonna try to scoop a little more of this left over here. If you guys have like a spatula, if you guys have like a spatula that you guys can flatten this one, then you guys can do that one too. But this one should be good, guys. This one right here. So I'm just gonna wait for our coconut curd, and then we're gonna make it like a topping on our pudding, guys. But for now, that's gonna do it for now, guys. We'll let them here kind of like cool down, and then wait for this coconut curd to cook. So I'm actually gonna move this coconut curd now here. So we're gonna come back, guys, when it's all like ready and set up. All right, guys, this is like the fastest way of cooking the toasted coconut curd is high heat, but you have to keep on moving like the milk. In that way, you're not gonna end up like burning like an area in there. So I still need to cook like dinner, guys, so I need to like expedite this process. But you guys can do the minimum heat as well, guys, and then just let it do its thing. You can do that one too. But since I'm in a rush right now, so like like what I said, this is the fast way. High heat, but you have to do all the labor. Make sure that it's gonna be evenly cooked, and you're not gonna end up burning it. So we'll be back again, guys. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see, but once it's like start producing its own oil, guys, then you're pretty much like more than halfway there. So now it's just gonna matter of toasting this the actual milk there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, so it's just a matter of toasting it and creating like a curd out of it. So we're gonna continue. I'm just showing it to you guys. One thing that I actually forgot to tell you guys, when it already starts producing its own oil, guys, just kind of like watch out, because this thing love to like get splattered everywhere, and this thing is like really hot, guys. This one's really hot when it touches your skin, so just kind of like be mindful about that when you guys like reach this part when it's produces own oil. So just like a precaution, and just like based on speaking on experience right there, guys. So just want to make sure that you guys are aware. So continuing this one for now. Alright, guys, I don't know if you guys can see it, but we finally made it. Cooking this, what do you call it? This toasted coconut milk curd, guys. Because like what I said earlier in the beginning, this is the only thing that takes a minute, guys. Especially if you guys are in a hurry. Yeah, this can take a while, but I showed you guys how to do it, like the slow, version, and the fast version that I just did. But yeah, once you guys get this one done, then that's pretty much it, guys. And then I'm just gonna move back our pudding here, and that way we can put the toasted curd on top of it, guys. So I'm just gonna grab it with this spatula right here, and then we're just gonna set it like that, guys. just like right on top. Yeah, this will add a lot of like flavor on our what do you call it, Maja Blanca, or our pudding. Yeah, I'm also gonna put the oil too, guys, because that will add the boldness on our what do you call it, pudding. So we're just gonna spread it out just like that. The coconut curd, and then we're also gonna put some on the other one. I would say the small can of milk that I showed you guys earlier, that's like enough. That's like one for one tray, I would say, like one for one tray. That's how I see it, guys. So I'm just gonna, like I said, spread it out. There you go. Yeah, we're not gonna put the whole oil in there, guys. We're gonna strain it as much as possible, but I actually love the oil there too, because there's some flavoring on that oil as well. Just kind of like spread it out. So just kind of like spread it out, just to make sure we got everything covered. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be that's the what do you call it? The final product of our the pudding, the milk pudding that we created, or the Maja Blanca, or tibok, what we call it. So look how beautiful that one is, guys. And then from here, we're just gonna set it in the fridge. We're gonna cover it, and you guys can, you know what I mean, you guys can preserve this one in the fridge for a while, guys. So yes, so that's how we do it, guys. Alright, guys, I got Jaden here. That's gonna be the end of another cooking episode. Like what I said, guys, that one's really easy, but for those of you guys that are not familiar with that dessert, I'm telling you guys, and I really encourage you guys to create it and taste it for yourself, because that one is definitely culinary right there, guys. But I'm not gonna take you guys there for a long time. Thank you again for watching. Hopefully you guys are really learning on how I do all this dish. And just like as always, guys, I'll see you guys on our next cooking show, or the next time we're out and about. Say bye, Jaden. Bye. Thank you, guys.